Hey Vegan Transmission. This is Kai for topic 3, which is about sex and sex roles. How do you approach sex? And then what sexual roles are you attracted to or do you participate in? And how did you figure out these are the roles that you wanted? I call myself a contextual switch. In non-BDSM encounters, let's say, or circumstances, I tend to be fairly content playing a top or a bottom role, depending on the proclivities of my partner. If the person that I'm with enjoys being on the bottom, I'm into that. If the person that I'm with enjoys being on the top, I'm into that. The only really necessities when it comes to sexual encounters is roughness. As long as it's rough, I'm happy regardless of which role I'm playing. In the past, I would say I had a greater tendency towards preferring the bottom role, but as I've grown older and matured and had new experiences and my own desires have changed, I find that I prefer being on top, but I would like to be on bottom some of the time, which is why I'm a contextual switch. Everything I do tends to be at the spur of the moment and depending on my mood. So depending on my mood, I'll prefer to be one or the other. But the majority of the time, I would say I prefer being on top. And then the question is, why? Well, I'm not sure what it is. I think there's something very macho, I guess, about sticking your dick in someone else. And then I get to, in a way, control the roughness. So it's easier to have that rough exchange that I want if I'm the one doing the roughness. But at the same time, due to my genital situation, it's hard for me to really sort of take advantage of that role, which I would like to inhabit. But it's just a matter of I don't have a lot of success with attachments. Due to my girth, it's not easy for me to strap one on and go into it. So in day-to-day situations, if I were to have sex, I'd probably be on the bottom, which I'm okay with, but a niggling part of me would just be like, I wish you were on top, just bend them over, but I can't. So in non-vanilla situations, things that are, you know, VDSM or that involve more power exchange, it's harder for me to take on a dominant role. I mean, I don't have a problem doing it. I don't have a problem being the one inflicting punishment or tying people up. But there's an expectation that it might lead to a long-term relationship with that sort of power exchange. And I have little to no desire, just no desire whatsoever, to be the one in charge. I sort of feel like the professor, the absent-minded professor in like Flubber. So it's hard for me to be in control of someone else when my life is kind of in shambles. I seek out to be a submissive in that case because I need someone to kind of take control of my life because I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's true. No, but I enjoy both aspects of sexual exchange in either role. But a little bit like Buck Angel, I'd be receptive to receiving in my biological genitalia rather than simply in the male genitalia receptive oracle. I don't know what I can say on YouTube, so I'm being a little vague. But the reason how I discovered this is, well, I never disliked penetration when I was presenting female. I don't know, there's just something incredibly arousing about being the one making your partner sound like they're losing their mind. And to stick your dick in them. That's pretty much thumbs up. Okay, I'm out of time. I can only make 5-minute videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this. If you want more information, feel free to message me and I can make a longer video but due to the amount of time that I have, I can't say very much. Next time we're going to be talking about communities that we found that are accepting. So I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. See you in 2 weeks. Kai out.